Connecting Rainbows, we interview people whose product or business helps children's learning and development. Congratulations on your CD and book.
Thank you.
Rhythms, Raps and Rocketships. Hello, Trisha.
Hi, Jane. How are you?
Well, thank you.
It's good.
Welcome to our show, Connecting Rainbows.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thank you.
You're really passionate about music. What has sparked this passion?
I think every child is passionate about music when they're a child, and it's just keeping that spark. So when I was a child, I didn't see any guitars or pianos because I lived in West Africa. So my earliest memories of music were listening to djembes like this at the Imam's Palace as I was going to sleep, singing lots of hymns in different harmonies. They'd do it in the church without any pianos or guitars. Apparently I could sing the Nigerian Civil War song, but I don't remember any of that in Hausa. And but my mum used to love my singing, and so when friends were around, she'd get me to sing a song to her friends. And so right back then I thought, when I grow up, I want to be a singer. And now I just love music so much. I got my first guitar when I was 11 for $30, saved up my own guitar, and then saved up for a piano when I was 16 for $500. And so it's always been hard to get music, to get the instrument. We didn't have a lot of money, get the music and have the opportunities to learn it. So I really valued it when I got it, and now I just can't live without music. And when I go out to play at a gig or something, the kids go, "Are you going out again, Mum?" And I'll say, "Well, I'm a much nicer person to live with if I've gone and played music." So the kids go, "Go, please go." Yes, I can't live without my music.
With keen anticipation, the astronauts explore the space beyond our atmosphere, the moon, and so much more.
From my experience of children, they love music, and it's just keeping that spark and reminding them that they can play and they can sing, and just building on that.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off.
They just totally love it.
They got a few earworms, all the, the words going through your brain. That's good to hear.
Yeah. So what are your favourite songs?
Well, I enjoyed making them all, writing them all, and the kids have responded very well to some of the shorter, catchier ones. So the finger jive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are those fingers alive? The one with that I use the djembe in, which is a number rhyme, is a lot of fun for getting kids in, and I can do it very quickly with a new class. So I teach a lot of different classes. And a very popular one has been 3 Balloons. The children seem to like the melody, and I like it. I like the melody, and the children enjoy the challenge of working out how many balloons are there, the sequence from 3 and then 3 more, then 3 more and 3 more. So, yeah.
Well, that's really great. Now, I've been thinking as you were talking, what made you decide to make this particular CD?
Well, I love music, but I've avoided technology for a long time. It's not my strength. But I was writing these songs and using them in the classrooms, and teachers would hear them and they'd say to me, "Trish, if you ever make a CD, I'll buy it." So a few teachers would say that, and so I'd say, "Oh, well, I can send it on my phone. I learnt how to put a song on my phone and then send it by email." But then I actually met someone who was a recording engineer and who was happy to at a good price, and I thought, well, he could look after the technology, and just had a ball, and we made the CD. And so I've been catching up with those teachers and saying, "I've made that CD, do you want to buy it now?" And yeah, they're very excited.
Sky, sharing pretty colours with people walking by. 3 more of you.
This is from Jan, who's a Year 1 teacher. I have a boy who has difficulty learning his number facts. I think he may have some difficulties with working memory. How can your CD help him?
Okay. Yeah, working memory is a challenge. It's trying to hold on to a piece of information so that you can add the next piece of information, as far as I understand it. And music has been well known to have a good strong link between developing a child's attention span and working memory. So just music in general. Dr. Anita Collins was at a conference for music teachers last year, and so she's done some research, and they would give people MRIs while they were listening, or brain scans. For example, when they were doing maths or when they were doing English, little parts of the brains would spark. Mm-hmm. But when they were playing a musical instrument, a whole lot of fireworks would go off. The whole brain, there's all these connections would be sparking and connecting across the corpus callosum, is that how you say it? Mm-hmm. Across the corpus callosum and connecting a whole lot of connections in the brain. So we know there's this connection. But you're asking about my CD in particular to help with working memory. So music helps with working memory. Apparently my songs are catchy, and apparently when people listen to them, they can't forget them. So if you do have working memory issues and you're trying to learn how to count in 2s or 3s or count back from 10 or count to 5, so the basic grade, some of those grade 1s and prep skills, the CD is a great way to get some of those facts into their brain, and hopefully it would help with their working memory.
So you're saying that the raps and rhythms that you've got in your CD are quite repetitive,
yes.
And it's the repetition in a fun way,
yes,
that could potentially help children with working memory.
Yes, and some a little bit more repetitive than others, but also catchy. That's a word that's been used a lot to describe my songs. I can't get that song out of my brain, or the kids are always singing that same song over and over again, and that's what people are saying. So I think that could help. One would hope it would help a lot with working memory.
Because it's that catchiness that we really want.
Yes, yeah. And we've moved from 5 little ducks to 5 footy shirts. So I'm trying to connect with their interests.
Great. I have another question for you, if that's okay.
Sure, go for it.
This is from Peter, who is the father of a 5-year-old girl. He says that she loves to dance and loves to count everything, from the front steps of her house to her toys.
That's delightful.
Yeah. Peter is looking for a CD which is going to both entertain her and also keep her interest. Do you think your CD will be useful?
Well, I've worked a lot with children on the Asperger's spectrum, and they've enjoyed my songs. I think they've not just enjoyed, with Asperger's, the kids love sequence and rhythm and that repetition, which is in a lot of my songs. But I've also connected with their interests. So we've got rocket ships, we've got football shirts, we've got animal noises, and songs that they can dance to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the finger jive.
So shake it, baby, shake it to the right, shake it to the left, shake it out of sight, that sort of thing, where I've actually employed a beatboxer, Fred Leone, to come and do some beatboxing. So I think it would really engage with her, with Peter's daughter.
Yeah. Awesome.
And good on you, Dad, for looking out for something for your daughter.
Well, thank you very much, Trisha. Is there anything that you'd like to add to the interview?
When I was a little girl, I not only wanted to be a singer, but I wanted to be a teacher. And I found that in making this CD, I've managed to combine my two loves. I love teaching. I love making learning fun and interesting, and I think kids go through a lot nowadays. There's a lot of challenges, and I want to bring some joy to their lives. And with music, they can learn some new skills in a much more engaging way, I think, that will hopefully help them long term. Yeah.
That's wonderful, Trisha.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning or good afternoon, girls and boys. I'm Trisha Bautry, and I love music and I love rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love getting muddy in the garden with Dad. 1, 2, 3, 4. My naughty little sister makes me really, really mad. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love going swimming, but I hate getting out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When baby Bryce is sleeping, we are not allowed to shout.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cats dig holes to do their poos.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dogs doodle on the grass and it gets in your shoes. So maybe, girls and boys, you could try that next time you're going for a drive with Mum and Dad. one of you can count the numbers and the other one has to hit the numbers in the words, okay? In the beat. See you later. Bye.